Hello students, today let us learn the poem Puli Standard 10th. Let me introduce it. This is a metaphysical poem that uses the extended metaphor of a pulley to explain reason why man is always restless. So what do you mean by metaphysics? Metaphysics is a branch of philosophy that explains fundamental questions, including the nature of concepts like being, existence, reality, what is meant by truth, etc. Now, let me read it first. When God at first made man, having a glass of blessings standing by, let us, said he, pour on him all we can. Let the world's riches which disperse lie, contract into span. So strength first made a way, the beauty flowed, then wisdom, honor, pleasure. When almost all was out, God made a stay, perceiving that alone of all his treasures, rest in the bottom lay. For if I should, said he, bestow this jewel also on my creature, he would adore my gifts instead of me, and rest in nature, not the God of nature. So both should losers be. Yet let him keep the rest, but keep them with repining restlessness. Let him be rich and vary, that at last, if goodness lead him not, yet weariness may toss him to my breast. George Herbert. About the poet. George Herbert lived between 1593 to 1633, was a Welsh poet. He was a priest by profession. He was a part of the group of 17th century poets who wrote on themes of existence and religion. The relationship between man and God was a recurring theme in his poems. His poems were figuratively and visually colored with conceits. Conceits means what? Fancy metaphors and imageries. Let me explain the poem. The poem Puli is based on the idea that God pulls humans towards himself with the pulley of restlessness. Means here main theme of the poem is God has given everything to human beings, but he has not given one thing. What is it? It is restlessness. The poem exhibits a strange but two-way relationship between God and his worshippers. We are worshippers and God. Though he showers his worshippers with all his blessings, somewhere he also expects something in return. The soul means what? Central theme of the poem is the uniqueness with which a religious notion is explored through a secular scientific image of a pulley. The poem begins with the process of creation where God instructs his advisors to grant man different blessings and boons. God wished that all the wealth of the world and all the good qualities be present human beings. So the blessings of strength, beauty, wisdom, honor, pleasure and many more were showered upon man. He has given everything upon man. However, when the jar was almost empty, God suddenly stopped. So we have to think, why did he stop? He realized that out of his treasure of all the boons and blessings, only rest, that means contentment, was left at the bottom of the jar. Then let me explain third stanza. For if I should, said he, bestow this jewel also on my creature, he would adore my gifts instead of me, and rest in nature, not the God of nature. So both should losers be. God thought that If He granted human beings with the blessings of rest, that means contentment, they would love the gifts that He has given them more than they would love Him. God feared that giving humans the quality of being content and happy with their achievements and wealth would make them forget about Him. Man would be comfortable in his life and would forget his Creator. This way, man would lose his connection with God and God would lose his power over man. That means in this stanza we learn that God has kept the last gift with him. He has not granted. Why didn't he grant? Because if God grants the person or humans, all people or human being will forget God, and he will be having all pleasures of nature, and he would forget who has created all nature. So this will lose the relationship, which is the two-way relationship of humans with God, and God's relationship with humans will come to an end. See the last stanza. Yet let him keep the rest, but keep them with repining restlessness. Let him be rich and weary. Weary means what here? Tired, very tired. That at last, if goodness lead him not, yet weariness may toss him to my breast. That means, in the last stanza, at the end, God decided that He would let man have everything else except rest. He decided to deprive of man satisfaction and peace of mind. We observe in the materialistic world today, even if the rich person, poor person, everyone is restless. Though man had all the materialistic treasures, he was also burdened with feelings of discontentment and fatigue. Discontentment that came from what he didn't possess, and fatigue from handling his materialistic possessions. Even after leading 30 or 40 years of life, one is restless. He wants more and more. He is not satisfied at all. Thus, not because of his goodness, but for seeking satisfaction and solace, man would always return to God and pray to Him for comfort. That means we should remember that we are human beings and we are completely depending upon the nature, and man should understand that God has created nature, and God has created nature not only for man but also for all human beings. And he should not forget God. Thank you, students.